Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To USA Shalom. This is Brother Amawan Ariyah from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another Lord willing edifying lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel. And this lesson I want to entitle The Pathway to the Kingdom is being highlighted for us, okay? Because, as, the world is searching for the answers to pretty much, what their view of salvation is, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has given us a clear vision to what we need to do to be able to obtain the kingdom of heaven, okay? And that all is written in these scriptures, all right? Yahweh Shah, who we know that these scriptures speak of, as the scriptures, it says that, for lo, I come in the volume of the book, for it speaketh of me, all right? He's given us the blueprint on the things that we need to obtain that salvation and to get to the kingdom of heaven, man, okay? But first and foremost, we must, be able to see it, all right? And that's the problem with the majority of the world, because what they view salvation is it congruent with what the scriptures tell us what truly salvation is, man, okay? And it starts, all right, with the freedom of this world, because we know this world, all right, has bound us, to the confines of what this devil, has, people, wrapped in, all right? There are, different demons and vices and distractions and whatnot. But we have been given true liberty through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to truly see what the Lord has planned for us, man. All right? So I want to open here with the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18, and it reads, "Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he," right? And it says, where there is no vision, the people perish, because the people can't see how Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is setting up the kingdom of heaven, as we speak. Because here it is, you got all these, so-called Christians or anti-messiahs, out here that has pushed the notion how the kingdom of heaven is going to be just this floating city in heaven, where all the Christians are going to be at, while pretty much the world ends. We understand that, hey, the kingdom of heaven, okay, it ultimately starts with us, okay? Because the things that we desire to see, all right, the kingdom that we desire, which is a world of righteousness, that all begins with us, man, okay? And in order for that kingdom to be established on the earth, first, we must change ourselves to be that change that we seek to, to bring, all right? And that goes, number one, with us repenting and forsaking the wicked ways that we have, learned in this world, and seeking the righteousness that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, all right, is teaching us on how to embody. Okay, so let me grab this quick precept. All right, this is the book of Luke 17 and 21. It says, "Neither shall they say, Lo here, or Lo there, for behold, the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is within you." Okay, so as I said, man, that the kingdom is starting with us. So as we're working towards, coming into a world wherein righteousness seeks or is sought after, because that's exactly what we're seeking. As I believe that's in the book of Hebrews. All right, we have no continuing city here, but we seek one to come. All right, and that city that we seek is the city that dwelleth in righteousness, man. All right, so for us to be able to get there, first we have to envision on what that city will look like, man. All right, and so all the righteousness that we desire to have, we must embody that, man. We must be loving towards one another. All right, we must push forth the law, statute, commandments, the same thing that we see that this world lacks. All right, we actually embody this, man. All right, and this is why, going back to Proverbs 29 and 18, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish, because they don't see, all right, a world, where righteousness dwells in, because they're not used to seeing what true righteousness looks like, man, because they've been accustomed to a world of darkness and a world of wickedness, man. So when righteousness is presented to them, they're not able to conceptualize of what that really is that they're seeing, man. So this is why when righteousness is being presented to them, they speak evil of it, man, because they don't truly understand the benefit of what that does, man. All right. But it says, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he, because number one, all right, when we are practicing, keeping the laws to the best of our abilities, all right, that pleases the Lord, number one. And number two, that pushes forth a righteous vibration, all right, that the earth is receiving, all right. And this is, essentially what is changing the world, because as you got the elect of the nation of Israel waking up and seeking that kingdom of righteousness, all right, we are seeing the world being transformed before our eyes little by little, all right, because as the Lord is gradually taking down the wicked, the righteousness of the elect is being established in the earth to where things are changing, all right. That righteous vibration is going out, and we are starting to see, the gradual changes taking place here. Like, for example, all right, we're seeing how, you know, with the elect being brought, we're seeing how men are beginning to rise back up in that masculine spirit that the Lord created to be in us, man. All right, brothers are wearing their beards. Okay, you're seeing women begin to change and come back into that feminine role that they were created to be in. All right, we're starting to see the ways of the Lord beginning to be spoken of in the earth again, and it's a recognition of the presence of the Lord that is starting to be felt again in the earth, man. All right, and so this is why, as we continue to push forward the Lord's ways, we see how this is changing the world, man. All right, and as we continue to push that vibration, man, Yahweh Shemel Shai is bringing that to us, man. Okay, and that's the only thing that we should be focused on as we continuing to grow in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. We are literally bringing the kingdom to fruition just through our actions as us seeking righteousness, man. Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33. It says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Right, and so that should be your main focus on what your life is surrounded by. All right, is you seeking Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in the kingdom. Okay, and all the things that we need as far as our daily walks, our wants and needs, all right, they will be granted to us as we are embodying this walk, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua knows what we need, man. All right, and as we show forth our obedience, as in us seeking the Lord, all right, as if we are seeking the kingdom of heaven, the Lord, grants us the things that we need, because He sees that, with our obedience, all right, that's what brings the reward of the blessings that we are granted, because we're serving Him, man. All right, and as we continue to do these things, man, those blessings are continuing to grow, because as the world, gets darker, it gets more wicked, we're continuing to stay in the presence of the light, which the light is the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. And those provisions that the Lord is making for us, they're going to begin to shine brighter and brighter, to where it's going to come to a point to where the whole world is going to realize who the elect is and who the Lord has been dealing with this whole time, man. Because as of right now, all right, the elect is looked at as foolish and crazy, because here it is, we're going against the grain of this wicked world, all right, as we practice righteousness, and we're looked at as the obscure of the world, man. Like, we're wrong, all right, for looking down on the despicableness that's taking place in this world, man. All right, but in hindsight, that's okay, because the things that we need to do, all right, these instructions that were given unto us were left to us as a reason to why we continue to persevere through all that, man. Because the Lord told us that we was going to be persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. The Lord told us we was going to be evil spoken about all right, for worshiping him. Okay, and so therefore we know that the story was already written for the elect to overcome this place, man. All right, real quick, since I said that, one of my favorite scriptures, First John, chapter 3, verse 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us. All right, and that love it begins with the Comforter that He sent down. All right, because with these scriptures, we have been given the manual on the things that we need to do to please the Lord. All right, and what to expect as we are serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. So that's the love that we have been given, you know, alongside with the reestablishment of the covenant that was made with our forefathers that we were not made privy of when we were born into this world. All right. So the fact that the Lord has given that back unto us, all right, and now we are striving to fulfill that covenant, all right. The Lord is blessing us, okay, and it starts with our identity. It says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore, the world knoweth of not, because it knew him not." And this is why we're not recognized as being, the sons of God. We're not recognized as the righteous, because the wicked have such a stronghold over this world to where wickedness is made to look as righteousness, and righteousness is made to be looked at as wickedness. We live in an upside down world, man. All right. So the people that's in power, they, as the scripture said, Satan has transformed himself into an angel of light. They'll look at the ones that God has favor on right now, man. But as things continue to be reversed, all right, and the Lord is setting things back in the proper perspective, all right, the world will recognize us as being, us believers and true followers of the Lord. We will be recognized back as that true state of being the sons of God, which another word for the sons of God is the elect, the Israelites, man. Okay, because the world doesn't know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. What this world knows, all right, is fake man, fake white Jesus, man. All right, they look at these Edomites as God, man. But the true power, the God of the Bible, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, all right, He is not recognized in this world, man. Okay, because His ways are not upheld. All right, it says, "Behold, now are we the sons of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is." Right. And as Yahweh Shai is going to return in that glory, all right, we will be granted that same glory when the elect is beamed up into those chariots and given those new immortal bodies like unto what Yahweh Shai has now. All right. So just as Yahweh Shai is going to come back in that, pure glory and righteousness, all right, the elect will be given those same bodies, those same attributes, man. All right. So in the meantime, before Yahweh Shai, returns, okay, we have been given the blueprint of how the elect, are supposed to be. All right. And so we have a model that we're supposed to follow ourselves after, or mold ourselves after. Okay. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 12. It says, "Put on therefore as the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering." All right, because the point being, the scriptures tell you to put on as the elect. Now, none of us know if we are actually of the elect. All right, but us being in this walk, we understand that somebody has to play that part. So what we're doing in the meantime is putting on as we are of that number, man. All right, because while the rest of the world is sinning, all right, we are winning because we're actually embodying these traits of how the elect are supposed to be acting in these times, man. Okay, so if we continue on this path of what the Lord is instructing us to be like, all right, we will eventually be able to obtain that salvation and enter into the kingdom of heaven, because we understand that the elect are the only ones that's going to receive salvation on this side. The rest of Israel has to be destroyed and reborn to the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, but the elect is going to make it on the first go round. All right. So the path that Yahweh Shah laid for us, all right, as he went through his trial and eventually, obtain his glory, we got to come in that same stead, man. All right. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 2. It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. Okay, so Yahweh he carried his cross, man, all the way up until the end. He completed the mission that the Lord set out for him, man. All right, and because he completed his mission, all right, he was granted that glory that awaited him, which was to sit on the right hand side of the heavenly Father Yahweh. All right, so the same thing applies to us. All right, the scriptures tell you the servant is not greater than the master. So us following after the same in the footsteps of Hamashiach Yahushua, all right, we, Lord willing, if we continue unto the end, all right, and complete the mission that was left for us, all right, we will attain, all right, that same glory as being, looked at as the chosen of the Lord, and be rewarded with that everlasting life. And it begins with the salvation out of this wicked kingdom. Okay? So in the meantime, as we are awaiting, that righteous reward, all right, provisions was made for us to make sure that we will be, able to complete the mission. All right, which is when you read John the 17th chapter, all right, that whole chapter was a prayer that Yahweh Shai, prayed for the elect so that we, Lord willing, all right, can, endure unto the end and be delivered. All right. This is John 17:11. It says, and now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee, Holy Father, keep through thine own name those thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. Because the elect, okay, was sealed from the foundation of the earth, okay, to be of Yahweh man. All right, because the elect were handpicked spirits that the Heavenly Father, all right, gave to Yahweh, all right, and that never changed, man. These spirits, all right, through every incarnation that they came on the earth, they followed the Messiah throughout their whole lives, man. So in this final captivity, Lord willing, okay, if we can finally fulfill, all right, the story that the Lord has written for us, and finally overcome the wicked one, man. Okay. It says, while I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, which we know that's Judas Iscariot, that the scripture might be fulfilled. Right. So who the Lord has sanctified to be of the elect. Okay. The Lord, all right, he sanctified them, all right, by giving us his holy name in our forehead. So that the Tawah that you read about when you read Ezekiel 9:4, that marked, which is the Hebrew word Tawah, all right, the Lord put his name in us that we may be sealed with that heavenly protection, all right, until the end. Okay. It says, and now come I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. All right. So we, all right, have been made separate from this world, man. And this is why we are persecuted the way we are. This is why we're looked at in the way that the world despises us as, because what we're doing, all right, is fulfilling, all right, the same walk that Yahweh fulfilled when he was on the earth, because Yahweh was despised. All right. He was hated when he was on the earth, man. All right. And so us walking in that same spirit, the world's going to reject us. All right. It's like the scripture said, roughly paraphrasing, he is rejected of his own. All right. So the same way of how he was rejected, we're going to be rejected, man. All right. But the provision that was made for us is that Yahweh Shah, put a prayer of protection on the elect. Okay. So that we won't be consumed by the wiles of this world, man. All right. The evils of this world. Verse 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. And the words that Yahweh Shem Yahushua have left for us, that's the provision that we have been given to keep us from the evil. All right, because the Lord gave us warnings, He gave us admonishment. All right, He gave us instructions. All right, He gave us words of comfort. All the tools that we'll need to be able to withstand, in the evil day, man. The Lord gave us that. All right, and it all starts with these scriptures, and also He gave us the path to what we need to walk into. All right, to get to the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, the steps, the blueprint was given to us, man. All right, real quick, just to prove that point. This is the book of First Timothy. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 16. I'm going to read it in the NLT. Actually, I'm going to read it in the KJV, then in the NLT. It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, and it is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. All right. So NLT, it says all scripture is inspired by Yahweh by Shem Yahushua and is useful to teach us what is true and to make us realize what is wrong in our lives. It corrects us when we are wrong and teaches us what to do, what is right. Yahweh by Shem Yahushua uses it to prepare and equip His people to do every good work. Right. So the scriptures were given to us as instructions, all right, on how to fight the evil of this world, but also to prepare our way so that we have a clear path into the kingdom of heaven and we know how to walk, all right? So at the end of the day, as the provision was made, we know that this is a long, hard road ahead of us. But like I said, the Lord prayed for us to give us the strength and the tools that we need to be able to endure the hardships that come with walking this path, man. Okay? Because like I said, it's not going to be easy, because when we saw what Yahushua went through, all right, his walk wasn't easy. So what makes you think our walk would be any different, man? All right? This is Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right? So, the provisions was given, but also the warnings was given to look, hey, it's going to be through much hell that we're going to be able to get to the kingdom. You want to make it to heaven, you're going to have to go through hell, man. And that's goes without saying. And that hell is only going to intensify as we get closer and closer, all right, to the coming day of that salvation, man. All right. And the Lord is doing that, all right, to purify, those of His elect, to see who is truly worthy, all right, to be called the son of God, man. All right. Because as we know, many are called, but few are chosen. All right. Everybody, all right, has the same opportunity, all right, to pretty much get, get that salvation. But only a select, elected souls are going to actually be given the strength to actually go through it. Okay. Because a lot of our people, they're going to off the rip reject it. A lot of our people are given, the opportunity to come into this gracious work, but through, various situations as we read about in the parable of the sower, all right, a lot of people that come into this truth, they're going to become disenchanted. They're going to fall away. They're going to blame the truth. They're going to be ashamed of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, all right, and that's what's going to cause them, all right, to stumble off that path and go back into the world to be destroyed. But for the elect, okay, we have been given the tutelage through the Comforter to be able to go through whatever trials and tribulation that we face, and that's going to eventually, make you seek Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua even harder, because we understand that the only reason that we're going through these things is because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is trying us to see, are we worthy, all right, to be able to sit, in the position of the elect, man. Okay? So we gotta suffer. We gotta go through it, man. All right, it's only right. That's our rite of passage, man. Okay? You want to be called a God, you gotta earn that, man. It's more than just, claiming the words. We're gonna have to actually embody that, man. All right. And Yahweh Shah, he's showing us how to do that as we speak. That's why we gotta constantly be tapped into this word. We gotta constantly be reading. We gotta be studying. We gotta be, tuned in to the virtual epistles that are coming, all right, from on top and on, throughout the body, man. Starting with the elder apostles, the elder bishops on down, all right. Brothers are constantly doing lessons, all right, to reaffirm the spirit of the Lord amongst the body, all right. So we got to be tapped in, man. You know, this is First Peter chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "For as much then as Hamashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin." Okay, so a part of having that patience, when you understand that word patience, it literally means to suffer. All right, and Yahweh Shah was the ultimate form of suffering. All right, of patience, Slakia, because what he suffered, all right, to gain what he went through, all right, was pretty much the story that we have to embody within ourselves, man. All right. And as we, suffer in the flesh, okay, and we are being purged from sins, man, because the Lord is seeing the discipline that we are trying to embody to make it to where we see that no matter what, all right, the kingdom is our first choice. All right. So we're going to go through, different situations, man. All right. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. All right. But it's all for the sake of the Spirit of the Lord, all right, to better us, man. Verse 2, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because we're no longer putting our own selves and our own wants first. All right, it's about serving the Lord and make sure that we're fulfilling our duties to him first before we do anything else, man. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. Right. Because before our time, all right, of coming into this truth, we all were in the world, all right, going after the ways of the world. All right, the people that we knew, they don't look at us in the same light since coming to this truth, because now we're deemed as foolish, because it's like we threw our lives away to pretty much, walk with Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. So, they don't see the significance of what it is that we're doing and what we're fighting for, man. Okay? And that's okay, because if they're not of the elect, the Lord is not going to give them the vision to be able to understand what's at stake. All right? Because these people's minds are still entrenched with the world. They're still concerned about the direction that this world is going, man. When we see long term that this world is finished, man, that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to end this way of life, all right, and give us a new way of life, which is actually going to be beneficial to the earth and to the people, all right, which is the ways of righteousness, man. All right, so these different things that we once partook in, all right, we mortified our flesh so that that's not our main focus anymore, man. All right, we're all about pushing forward the words of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And so that discipline, all right, to get to the kingdom of heaven, hey, that's being practiced more and more as the closer we get, because hey, once this society crashes, man, all right, we got to be able to exercise the spirit fervently, all right. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." Right? And this is why I said, man, the provisions was made for you to be able to see that the kingdom of heaven, all right, is being paid before you. All right, the path to the kingdom of heaven is being paid right before you. All right, but only those that are truly locked into the Spirit of the Lord is actually seeing what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is doing for us, man. All right, and so the things that we know that we have to do, all right, the different things that we got to sacrifice, all right, the different things we got to do in the spirit, that's what's going to help us, stay upon that straight gate. All right, not concerning ourselves, all right, with the rest of the world, because where the rest of the world is destined to be going, all right, is straight to destruction. All right, that's why, hey, you're never supposed to follow, the direction the world is going. The world says do this, we go the opposite way because we understand, and scriptures tell you, matter of fact, in the law, follow not a multitude to do evil. All right, so what we see the world, going after, we go the opposite way because we understand that that's not the way of the Lord. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua isn't dealing with the majority of this world, man. He's dealing with the few of this world, man. All right, because only the few of this world, the elect, have been truly illuminated to see what the Lord is doing for us, man. Because everything that we need to get to, to keep on the path, to stay, to stay with your lamp lit, this wisdom is showing us this, man. All right, because it literally tells you in the Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter, that wisdom leadeth into a kingdom. All right, so if we continue to follow after wisdom, what is the beginning of wisdom, man? Okay, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Proverbs 1:7, man. All right, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord, man. And through the fear of the Lord, that's what guides us, all right, onto that righteous path, because our main focus is making sure that our ways are pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, these people don't give Yahweh Shem Yahushua a single thought. All right, they have been totally, trained in the mindset of the devil. Okay, so when all hell breaks loose, man, they're going to be trying to seek after the light in that day, but the Lord, ain't going to have nothing for them. We're not going to have nothing for them, man. Okay, so this is why, hey, those that have been given the oil, hey, continue to nourish it, to furnish it, man, because hey, it's going to be needed in the time of darkness, man. And this world is getting darker and darker as we speak. All right, this is Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. All right, and the bridegroom being Yahushua, the Messiah. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, and the oil being the Spirit of the Lord. Okay? But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. All right? Just to prove that point real quick. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 21, verse 20. There is treasure to be desired, and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. Right. And the oil, it says that's dwelling in the dwelling of the wise. This is this wisdom. All right. And this is what's going to make us sought after, all right, when our hell breaks loose, man. Okay. So hey, the five wise virgins, all right, they were full of oil. All right, but the 5 foolish, it said they spent up their oil, man. Okay. Verse 3, back in Matthew 25:3, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Okay, and this is what you're seeing with these different Israelite camps that know the truth, but they're not utilizing the Spirit of the Lord in the correct way. This is why they're trying to make a name for themselves. They're making merchandise out of the word. Out of the word. All right, they're as the scriptures say, we're supposed to use the world, not abuse it, and they're fully abusing themselves in this world with the wisdom. All right, so they're not taking the oil with them, man. All right, they're spending it up. They're spending it to go and forward themselves in this world, man. All right, which is going to be to the detriment because, hey, when this world completely goes dark, they're not going to have any oil left in them to light the lamp because they're not trimming the lamps, as they're going to say. It says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. Right. And so the ones that trimmed their lamps are the ones that made themselves ready for Yahweh Shai, man. And that's what we're doing right now, man. Our lamps are constantly being trimmed because we see that, look, the Lord is on his way back, man. And so as we continue to fix what needs to be fixed within us and our spirit, man. All right, the foolish out there, they're just continuing to, just destroy themselves more and more. So when it's all said and done, they're not going to have any cloak for their sins because they haven't been making the proper provisions for themselves, and they haven't been seeing what the Lord is doing to make their way ready for the kingdom. All right, because they in their eyes, this is the kingdom. This is why they're trying to make themselves, comfortable here. Okay. It says, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. Go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with them to the marriage, and the door was shut. Right. Because all this time, all right, we were looked at as crazy, insignificant. All right, we'll call false prophets, we'll call, bums, liars, and all this. So while the Lord was using us to give you the correct, breakdowns of these scriptures, to give you the truth of the matter, the way that you're supposed to be walking, all right, you denied it. All right, you actually came against us. So when all hell breaks loose, we're not gonna give you, all right, the oil in that day, because the Lord is gonna leave you out there to pretty much to die, man. All right. So as it says, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they were ready, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. So, hey, when Yahweh Shai begins to close that door of mercy, only ones that's going to truly be protected in that day is those that are truly in the house of the Lord. Okay, those that are covered by His Spirit. All right, just like when we speak about Noah's Ark. All right, those that are those that were outside of the ark. All right, they were trying to bang on the doors. They was crying, asking asking Noah to let them in, and those doors were sealed spiritually, and that's what's going to happen in that day spiritually, man. All right, when Jacob's trouble happens, those that are outside of the Lord's his house, all right, you're going to be left completely out there, all right, to the elements of the Lord's judgment. Okay. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. And this is why I said, bro, it's important for all of us to make sure that we're on point in the spirit, because the Lord can come at any moment, at any day. All right, this shit can go. And we want to make sure that we're on point to see what the Lord is doing. All right, because he's constantly showing himself in the earth. All right, and showing us, what we need to be doing. That way we're not taken by surprise when this shit just changes, man. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 19. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth. By understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. And this is the provision that I was speaking about, man. The wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, we are currently practicing, all right, how to embody that as we speak. So when all hell breaks loose, walking in the Lord's wisdom is going to be second nature to us, man. Okay, it's going to be already embedded in our spirit. All right, these scriptures are already going to be loaded in the spiritual Rolodex, man. Okay. It says, when thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. It's like I skipped 23. It's like it says, then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh, for the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. And that's why I said the Lord is going to keep us back from the destruction. And all we got to do is continue to walk in his ways until he leads us into the kingdom of heaven, man. So we don't have anything to worry about as long as we continue in his ways, man. All right? And like I said, man, we are constantly being exercised in how to do that. Okay? Because this book that was given to us, man, we constantly are supping with the Lord as we, continue to learn of him. All right, we read these scriptures, we get the breakdowns, we get the understanding. All right, the Lord is pouring out his spirit on the earth, man, and only the elect are the ones that's truly getting it. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 27 in the GNT. It says, evil will be destroyed and deceit eliminated. Faith will grow strong, corruption will be overcome, and truth, which has not produced fruit for so long, will make itself felt again. And that's what's going on right now as we speak, man. All right, the Lord's word is being felt in the earth. And only the elect are the only ones that feel the true presence of the Lord. And this is why we're moving in the way that we're moving, because the Spirit of the Lord is flooding this place, man. And what we're seeing, all right, is all this wisdom that's being given unto us, man, and we have to soak it up because we understand this is for our benefit. What the Lord is doing is for our benefit, man. Okay? Real quick, this is Isaiah chapter 35, verse 7. It says, and the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water. In the habitation of dragons, where each lay, shall be grass with reeds and rushes, and a highway shall be there, and a way, and it shall be called the way of holiness. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those the wayfaring men, though fools shall not err therein. Right. And so, like I said, the Spirit of the Lord is flooding this place, man. All right, we can see the Lord's presence all throughout this world, in the good and in the bad, man. Okay, so this is how we know that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is real, and that what he is doing for us, all right, is to pretty much, he's preparing us for the kingdom, man. All right, because with this wisdom is overflowing, man, to where, hey, the wicked is being revealed, they're being persecuted, the wicked of our people is being revealed, all right, and it's being marked, all right, and the elect is being revealed. The more and more we get closer to salvation, all right, that light is going to shine on the elect more and more for the whole world, like I read earlier in 1 John the 3rd chapter, to where we're going to see, all right, who the Lord has been dealing with this whole time, man. And so, like I said, that highway, all right, that path of the kingdom, all right, is being revealed to us. So we know what we got to do, man. All right, we ain't got no excuses, all right, on each of our walk. We understand what we need to do, what we need to get over, what we need to prepare ourselves for, so that we can continue to walk on that way and we not fall short, man. All right, because we're being led by the Spirit of the Lord, man. It says the wayfaring men, all right, those are the ones that can see. Okay, now look up this word wayfaring. I'm gonna look it up in the free dictionary. It says traveling, especially on foot. Salakia. Let me look in the blue letter. Hey, cause this path that we're on, man, only ones that truly see the benefit of what we're doing is the righteous, man. Okay? So it says wayfaring. It says to walk, come, depart, proceed, to live, manner of life. It was a definition I was looking for. I'm not finding it at the moment. But pretty much this journey that we're on, man. This journey is, the journey of righteousness, man. All right. And the Lord is showing us how we're supposed to be walking. All right. So like it is a definition I was trying to remember. I can't find it. But either way, the elect is seeing what needs to be done. Okay. So this is Psalms 119 and 105. It says, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." Okay, so the Lord is showing us what needs to be done in our life, in our walk, so that we can, enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, the straight gate, all right, has been paved, and we are being shown what we need to do to maintain on this path, on this journey, all right, until the end, all right, and the instructions is the scriptures, man. Okay, Proverbs 6:23. It says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and a law is light." It's like, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Okay, so that lamp that's being made, all right, that's like the lamp that was given unto us, all right, is the law, statute, commandment, all right, is these scriptures, is the spirit, all right. But the oil, it's like the oil is the spirit that lights the lamp, because a lot of these camps, they know the laws, but it goes deeper than just keeping the laws, man. You got to have the faith in Hamashiach Yahushua to continue to understand what it is that this truth is truly about, man. Okay? So it says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life." So the oil gives us the understanding to know why these things are so important to keep. All right? Because in the land that is without the order of the law, statute, commandments, without the knowledge of the Most High being pushed in this world, this is why we see this place in total confusion and darkness, man. All right, so we understand that this place doesn't have much longer left, because with this darkness that's being pushed upon the world, it's bringing death and destruction, man. All right, so we see the end is near, man. The end of this kingdom, all right, the end of this age is near. All right. So all we got to do is continue to wait upon the Lord, and just, continue on our walk until it's over with. 1 Peter 4:7. "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." Okay. So be constantly, tapped into the Spirit of the Lord. Keep praying. All right. And keep on your watch, man. Because at any moment this thing can go. All right. Zechariah 3:8. "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour out my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." Right. So as the Lord is preparing the world for his judgment, all right, the righteous is patiently waiting on him, all right, so that we could be established, Lord willing, all right, when this kingdom is destroyed and Yahushua returns to establish his kingdom, who, Lord willing, world the elect will be joint heirs with, man. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna end it right here. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Hakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say Shalom.